Yo, welcome to Kai Speaks, bro. First of all, I got to start off this video by saying I appreciate all the love and support y'all been showing on these videos, man. We're growing every single day. I think we're currently at 86 subscribers, bro, which is huge, bro. We're so close to 100 subscribers. Almost like, what, 13 there? Like 13 away, 14 away, something like that. But, man, this is a huge deal, bro. This journey has been strictly amazing. I've been loving everything that's come with, being a content creator and becoming a content creator so far. It's crazy because I actually made this video yesterday on this topic, but the audio cut out, so now I gotta remake it. But before we get to the topic of today, bro, one thing I wanted to say is that I low-key wanted to change up the style of these videos a little bit, bro, because I feel like the 10-minute videos sometimes were forced, and I could feel the energy whenever I was rewatching it back. And I want it to be more of like a casual talk, right? Like I want it to be, whether it's a 5 to 7 minute video, like I want it to be as natural as possible and just be able to talk to y'all to a point where like it's valuable enough to get to the point, right? Like I don't want to just make these videos 10 minutes just cuz, and that way the time's right, but I want this to actually be able to be something that people can engage with, take lessons from, see how valuable these conversations actually are. So in order for me to do that, bro, one thing I really want to do is be able to, just talk to y'all in a way that I would like to talk to y'all, right? I think the conversations may be longer when I have other people on this channel, but even with that, like so far, I've just really been wanting to do it by myself. I haven't been wanting to get too many people on this podcast, on this channel yet, just because, I don't want things to start turning into just strictly, you know, only people on here, right? Like I want to build up this brand first before I start inviting a whole bunch of people. I might invite maybe one or two people on this month, but we'll see. I really just wanted to say that because like, after seeing editing yesterday's video, I was like, dang, I feel like I'm low key repeating a lot of the stuff I'm saying, and I'm just trying to like get to 10 minutes. And me personally, I can tell. Yes, I want these videos to just flow more natural. If they do reach 10 minutes of me just talking, then that's what it will be. But other than that, man, I really just want it to be real natural, real valuable, and be able to feel like I'm having a conversation with one of y'all, right? Today, I wanted to talk about consistency, bro. And consistency is one of those things that I've talked about in the past. It's one of those things that, you know, I feel like is a key staple in becoming an entrepreneur. And like I said, I've talked about it before. It's one of the biggest foundations of becoming a successful person and a successful entrepreneur. It's just being consistent. I feel like one of the biggest things about being consistent is just doing something every single day that you may not want to do. I think that's the biggest part of being consistent. And I feel like that's where a lot of people should start challenging themselves, right? Like do a 30-day challenge of going to the gym. Something you're not probably going to want to do for 30 days straight. Do something like dump your face in ice water for 30 days. Take cold showers, stuff like that. Like things that will physically make you better, mentally make you better, and make you consistent as well. Like that's when you really can see how consistent you can be, when you can do things that you don't want to do, but that in some sense are better for you, right? And I genuinely feel like doing those things, staying consistent is going to be huge in your life. It's going to be huge on your entrepreneur journey. Because once you realize how to be more consistent, you're going to start being more consistent in your everyday life. You're going to start being more consistent in your entrepreneur field. You're going to start being more consistent in your everyday life as far as like how you walk around, how you're positive, how you're negative, whatever it is, you need to be consistent at it. But really just being consistent in itself is really hard to do. I know some people may think that it's easy, just to be consistent, just doing something every single day. But at that point, you're not really doing anything to challenge yourself. You're just doing things that you want to do consistently, right? But try the things that are hard to do in life that will make you better, that you need to do every single day, and see if you can be consistent with that. And slowly start working on your consistency and how you become consistency. A lot of people think they just need to say they're consistent, but it's something you need to actually work on. You need to work on being consistent on a daily basis, right? Like what's something you do that you may not want to do on a daily basis that helps you become more consistent? And like from my biggest thing about being consistent is I was somebody who wasn't really a consistent person, right? Like I would pick up one thing, drop it, right? And I wasn't really consistent in a lot of things, and that's what led to my downfall. And then when I realized that, okay, I'm not being consistent, I would try to get back on it and I would fall off again, but maybe it would be a little bit longer of a time span of me before I fell off. And I slowly started building up a person who is becoming more consistent, a person who's able to create a life of consistency, because consistency leads to success, right? Like when people say you need to be consistent, they're not just talking about being consistent in everyday life. They're talking about consistent in hard work and the things that you do that challenge yourself, that make you better, right? Like, I think that's one of the biggest things about being consistent, is that a lot of people don't like doing what they don't like to do, right? And it makes sense in a sense, but if you know it's going to make you better, then that's when you have to be consistent and push through those times, right? You need to push through that, right? Like those cold showers, they're free. Nobody wants to take a cold shower. I'm not gonna lie, nobody wants to take a cold shower, really, no matter what. So sometimes you need to challenge yourself mentally in order to get to that next level, right? It doesn't always need to be physically. It doesn't need to be the weight room, the gym, basketball, conditioning, whatever it is. It doesn't need to be necessarily always physical. Sometimes it needs to be little things like dumping your face in ice water just to wake you up in the morning. Wake up at a certain time every single day. Take cold showers, like I was saying earlier. Do push-ups in the morning. And I say do push-ups in the morning, even though it's physical, because to wake up and do push-ups is going to be a mental thing over time, right? So I think doing things mentally, consistently, and things that are hard for you to do that will make you a better person will make you more consistent in this life, bro. I really believe that, as a person who works in a field where consistency is bigger than anything, I feel like being consistent is one of the biggest things that I've ever tried to do. It's one of the hardest things that I've been trying to work on, right? Is being consistent. I'm still not the most consistent person to this day, but I'm slowly working my way up to being consistent every single day at something that I need to do, something that may be challenging for me, like just always challenging myself to get to that next level of success, bro. But that's it for this consistency video, man. Like I said, I want to keep these more on the short side of the videos, bro. Like, I really want it to be valuable from now on. I don't want to just talk and talk and talk for 10 minutes straight. And a lot of people feel like they can't watch a 10-minute video anymore, especially not this type of content. I know personally that, like listening to just somebody talk about being an entrepreneur, bettering their lives and stuff like that, it can be hard to watch for 10 minutes straight. But that's why I say I feel like this channel is the perfect channel for people to just put on the background, enjoy while they clean their room, do their laundry, whatever it is, doing, activities, being able to listen to this in the ear, or, be able to watch this while they're doing something else, but just really be able to grow still, right? But man, I hope y'all enjoyed this video, man. I hope you make sure you check out my socials at Kai Speaks 05. And if you're interested in my day trading journey, follow me at Kai Academy 05 on Instagram and TikTok, where I post weekly, every single day on my Instagram about my trading journey. And you can see from day one of my trading journey to now. So, but I hope y'all enjoyed this video, man. Make sure you like, share, and subscribe, bro. And I hope y'all enjoy y'all day. Make sure you make the most out of 2025, bro, and stay consistent. Peace.